bite of healthy information, a dollop of organic news, a dose of enlightened entertainment, along with a well-considered measure from an expert on healthy living. Welcome to A Dose of Healthy Living with Tina Marie.
Hello and welcome to our broadcast. Today we're going to be talking about living pain-free. As you know, whenever we're healthy and energetic, we're on top of our game and absolutely anything is possible. But when injury, disease, or pain strikes us, we lose our focus and focus instead on the body and our health. So what are some of those common ailments that we experience, and what is that underlying thread that connects them all? I'm going to list a few symptoms. See if they resonate with you. Headaches, irritable bowel syndrome, fibromyalgia, joint stiffness or arthritis, gout, bloating, and for ladies, that popular one, PMS. This is only a few list of symptoms, and the common thread, inflammation. So what causes inflammation in the body? It's a natural response by the body to heal itself. However, when we experience pain and inflammation, we want to arrest that process as soon as possible because of the discomfort. Traditional medical approaches are to reach for the medicine cabinet and take analgesics, ibuprofen, Tylenol, or other pharmaceuticals, which become toxic within the body and actually delay the healing process that you are trying so adamantly to stop. So what can we do about inflammation in the body? We're going to talk about a few things today. Before I talk about that, I want you to know that inflammation not only happens with an injury, whenever we hit ourselves on something or break a bone, it actually happens systemically throughout the body from many responses. The organs can become inflamed. In fact, the heart, whenever it is inflamed, can have rapid heartbeat and build up fluid around the heart muscle. It's very detrimental to the heart. Also, the kidneys, when they become inflamed, it's a condition known as nephritis. It can cause high blood pressure as well. And the large intestine, when it becomes inflamed, also known as colitis, you can have severe stomach cramps and diarrhea. Inflammation happens within the body because of an allergic response to either something that we've eaten or our environment. And it's the body's natural response to rid those toxins and that response from the body and heal. So how do we rid the body of inflammation? It's a two-pronged attack. One, we give the body what it needs in supplementation to help speed up the healing process. And second, we're going to focus on nutrition, that whole food remedy that gives the body the nutrition it needs to heal the cells that are damaged. The use of natural food supplements is key in this program. We all know the old adage of using the acronym RICE, R-I-C-E. R for rest, I for ice, C for compression, and E for elevation. That works great whenever you're dealing with an injury. But whenever the inflammation is systemic throughout the body, we need to help the body in other ways. I want to introduce you to a product. It's called Mela. M-E-L-A. I use this in the clinic extensively whenever people come in and are in pain. In fact, I worked with an athlete just a couple weeks ago, and he had injured his back pretty severely. His doctors were telling him that he needed to rest for 2 weeks. We put him on a program with high levels of the Mela and a diet specifically designed for anti-inflammatory response in the body. He was back on the court in 2 days. His doctors were amazed. I also worked with a mother recently who was suffering from debilitating headaches. She's the mother of 2 young children. She didn't have the time to take off, not even an hour, whenever she was working with her children. She also learned that whenever she's in pain, she was not very present for them, and she was in a pretty bad mood. I think we all can resonate with that from time to time. So we used Mela. She used Mela for 2 weeks, changed her diet, and she was wonderfully feeling great. and also not reaching for the medicine cabinet. So what is Mila? Mila is a specifically designed blend of enzymes, very potent, antioxidants, amino acids, and inflammatory herbals that help speed up the body's natural healing process. That, along with other constituents such as antioxidants, which we'll talk about in a moment, can alleviate the inflammation in the body and allow you to get back to normal. The number one cause of inflammatory response in the body is dehydration. In fact, the majority of us walk around dehydrated all the time. If you are thirsty, you're already dehydrated. The body requires more than 80 ounces of water a day to stay hydrated, and if you're drinking caffeinated beverages, sodas, alcohol, or any sugary substances, you're going to require more than that 80 ounces of water to stay hydrated. So now that we're hydrated, what else can we do to live pain-free? I ask that you increase the antioxidants in your diet in food form. And what do those come in? Vegetables and fruits. The more colorful, the better. In fact, green, as we know, is a great antioxidant to put in our diet, anything green. But did you know red, orange, yellow, purple? Increase the rainbow of colors in your diet and you're increasing the antioxidants. This orange, most of us think that it has the majority of vitamin C that we require in a day. Not true. Did you know that kiwis have more vitamin C than this orange? And so do tomatoes. You could also eat cucumbers. They're highly anti-inflammatory. In fact, whenever you put them under your eyes, that's why the ladies do it, to remove the bags. Watermelon also is anti-inflammatory. I have a recipe on my website for watermelon soup, and boy is it delicious. You can also take antioxidants as supplements. My favorite is pycnogenol. It is the bark from a pine tree. In fact, it's the maritime pine bark tree, and it was discovered in France in the 1800s. It is known as one of our super antioxidants. For a daily regimen, you can take 60 milligrams of pycnogenol daily. But if you are suffering from chronic illness, disease, injury, or pain, up that to 180 milligrams a day. That would be 60 milligrams 3 times a day. And you will notice the difference almost immediately. What else can we do to live pain-free? We've talked about antioxidants. We've talked about food. We've talked about hydration. The other thing, get moving. The body was meant to move. The more exercise you can have, the more the body will rid itself of inflammation. The lymphatic drainage system is more prolific throughout your body than even your cardiovascular system. The caveat, it doesn't have a pumping organ such as the heart to keep its fluid moving. The pumping organ for the lymph system is gravity. So the more we move, the better it is. Another thing to do is to stretch. We all know that it's good to stretch before a workout, but did you know that stretching after a workout helps rid the body of the inflammatory response that you feel the day after? So spend 10 to 15 minutes after your workout stretching effectively and adequately, and that will get the lymph system moving and help move out that very soreness so you feel great the next day and can hit the gym. These have been some tried and true ways to live pain-free and remove inflammation from your body. For this and more information, please visit my website at tinamarie.com.